Warning, slight spoilers ahead.
Oh boy, I'm talking about Dragon Ball. See, I was a tad apprehensive about talking about Dragon Ball since it's an anime, and anime can be tough. Luckily, I'm actually quite a big Dragon Ball Z fan though, so I can talk about Dragon Ball Xenoverse plenty, since for the most part the characters come from Dragon Ball Z. There's Dragon Ball, there's Dragon Ball Z, and then there's Dragon Ball GT, but we don't speak of GT.
Nevertheless, I have been super excited about the release of Dragon Ball Xenoverse, eagerly anticipating when I'd get to create my own fighter and kick some bad guy ass. Since the last time I got to do that, the game was basically one big cutscene, so I don't exactly count that. I mean seriously, having to input buttons in a QuickTime event just to get closer to somebody is ridiculous. Imagine that in other situations.
Guy pretending to be Russian out of nowhere. And what was that about Thresh? I don't know. Oh well. On to the main feature, Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
It's been getting hyped up like mad for the past few months, and I'll admit, I got caught in the riptide. So let's take a look and see how it stacks up, and considering the last game I just talked about was Ultimate Tenkaichi, anything else will be a breath of fresh air. So when you start the game, you get thrust straight into the action, fighting Frieza as Goku on a dying Namek. Now, admittedly, jumping straight in like that was a bit jarring, since it's a brand new game and there's no directions as to how to play. Luckily, the AI wasn't too strong, so you have the freedom to mess around and figure out the controls. So you jump from notable battles throughout Dragon Ball Z history, Frieza Saga, Cell Saga, and Buu Saga. Then you get a gorgeous anime cutscene where it shows Trunks asking the wish-granting dragon Shenron for a strong warrior to help him fix history. Then you jump straight to the character creation screen. The character creation in Xenoverse is really nice and diverse. You have plenty of options for characters' appearances, voices, and even their fighting style. I'm not sure how much they change with each option, but you're given the choice of 3 balances. Up close and personal, so getting in close and beating them up with your fists. Fighting them from a distance, which buffs up your ranged energy attacks, and just plain old equal balance. Now, the character creation screen only offers your most basic changes, so hair, face, eyes, colours, etc. The clothing and accessories come later, as we shall see. I'm really pleased to see such a diverse selection of races in the game, as well as both male and female genders. The races consist of the Buu race, Namekians, Saiyans, Earthlings, and Frieza race. Yeah, it's literally called Frieza race. Surely they could have come up with something better than that, but oh well, it's just a minor detail. So once you're done creating him, your hero is transported to the Toki Toki world to work as a time patrol. It's your job to clean up the mess happening throughout history. This section of the game is laid out much like an MMO. You have this nice hub world to run around filled with shops to buy clothes, skills and more, as well as the options to battle offline or online, or go on what's known as parallel quests. Parallel quests are missions where you explore areas to find and eliminate enemies, and as well as this you can find and pick up materials if you're lucky. In these sections you're able to fly around freely and explore to your heart's content, switching from area to area using the gates you find dotted around the place. But let's talk about the meat of the game. What is Dragon Ball without some high intensity fighting action after all? So the fighting, how does it stack up? It's certainly interesting. I actually find myself really enjoying the fighting. The movement feels like they expanded on the movement found in Ultimate Tenkaichi.
Whoa, calm down. I know I mentioned Ultimate Tenkaichi again, I'm sorry. I'm trying to put it out of my mind as well, but in this case the point is valid. The flying in Ultimate Tenkaichi is similar to that of Xenoverse, although Xenoverse's controls much easier and much better. There's so much better things you can do, plus you have the option to go down to the ground and run. I know, the ground's a scary place, but we had to go there eventually.
So the fighting is essentially stringing together light hits with strong hits with the option to charge the strong hits to stun opponents. But even more interesting is the fact that the super moves are real time, like in Tenkaichi or Raging Blast, but can be comboed really nicely, such as a basic attack combo into a Meteor Crash, which is a punch flurry super, like so. There's plenty of options to mix light and strong hits and then pursue your enemy further by chasing and using more basic combos as well as supers, but you also have ultimate attacks. You've got your super kamehamehas, your energy volleys, etc. Basically any big move you associate with a character as a finisher, you'd find it amongst the ultimates. What I do enjoy about the fighting is how there can be multiple opponents on the field at once, unlike previous games where it was one-on-one, excluding Battle of Z that is. This group dynamic works really well since you can easily switch opponents and even revive fallen allies, which makes me think this would be a fantastic game for a group of friends to get together and enjoy both competitively or cooperatively. The MMO portion of the game really fascinates me, since I can tell there's many untapped parts of the games that I've yet to see. Things to do, items to collect, and abilities to unlock. Plus, you can always make a new character if you like and start fresh by trying a different race or gender from before. As a long-time Dragon Ball Z fan, I have to say I'm pretty pleased with Xenoverse. It gives me the freedom to fly around and shoot energy blasts while still having a unique original setting and a story which intrigues me. Because honestly, seeing Raditz break free from Goku's grasp at the last second in the classic special beam cannon scene was actually kind of shocking, and there's plenty more where that came from. It put a fresh twist on a beloved series which has portrayed the same story over and over in every game before this. So if you're at all like me and enjoy games which give you the freedom to mess around and not take entirely seriously, then this is the one for you. Hope to see you online.